All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. DevTech 101, aka Black Mentors. I discuss information technology, also known as IT. So most definitely welcome back to the channel. Now today, we're going to be diving into a serious issue that every parent should be aware of on how online gaming platforms like Roblox, Minecraft, and these other ones, but particularly Roblox in this particular case here, is how online games like this can expose children to very dangerous situations. So this is a very serious video, so definitely stick around to me because it's going to be a little bit lengthy because there's a lot of information to get over. But recently, a shocking story emerged about a woman who manipulated a young child through Roblox while messaging them, leading the child to engage in harmful behavior to its sibling. Now, it's a terrifying reminder that not everyone online has good intentions. Adults and kids do not need to be in the same space like this. So you're going to fully understand why. But in this case, this woman used Roblox chat features to gain a child's trust and then encourage them to do things that no child has ever been exposed to. Now, this went on for a couple of months. The child, unfortunately, did not know how to escape the situation. So we're going to definitely go over this information. We're going to touch on the Roblox side of this, and we're going to keep going because you all need to know what is going on here overall. Now, thankfully, the woman was caught and is being prosecuted. But the damage has already been done to this child. That's something that no parent ever wants to face. So you have a person, this nut, decided to go into Roblox to start talking to kids. So we're going to do the commentary piece after, but let's go ahead and jump into the news story alone by itself. But as we're looking at this particular news story here, what you will see is this. What you will see is, this is reported by KIT News out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, about however this happened in Escambia County, Florida. And you have this woman here who instructed a 10-year-old child, as I was saying, to drop a 2-month-old baby on a solid floor while attempting to try to end the child's life. And the sheriff's office identified her as Tara Alexis Sykes, 36 years old, was arrested for the disturbing attempted homicide, and she's charged with attempted murder as well as engaged in aggravated child abuse. And I bring this up for this reason because, yes, this is a tech channel, and I'm looking at the protection of how to protect kids online. There's other videos I've done about data and privacy and security and things like that, circling around just the general population. But this one is really hits home close to heart because if you have kids that play these online platforms, you're going to understand why you should be watching what they do on these technical platforms. But according to the article on Thursday, the Gulf Kids house contacted them about the 2-month-old infant has suffered serious injuries after being dropped on the kitchen floor by the 10-year-old. And during the investigation, it was learned that the older child was communicating with Tara Alexis Sykes, 36 years old, who has been apprehended through Roblox. And the article goes on with some more graphic content, which you all can actually go to it. I'll make sure to post the link down in the bottom part of the video. But she also instructed the child on how to get rid of the other people in the house by dousing the sheets in aerosol spray and setting it aflame, but the child was not able to fully carry out that duty. So luckily, the police officers were able to intervene with that. But even the law enforcement officer, who had over 40 years of experience, was just so shocked of what he was hearing and seeing from this particular case. But I'm glad that they caught her. But look at her. Look at her right here. Parents, there are other grown adults on these gaming platforms that are pretending to be kids that are like this. So I want to shift our focus for a second. I want to take a look at Roblox terms of use. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. When you look at the terms of use of Roblox, I want to look down because I was looking at how old you have to be to play Roblox. And I saw a 17 plus on there, meaning 17 years of age or older in order to play on the platform. Because see, a grown child or a teenager should know the difference between right and wrong, but a small child is not going to know that. So I'm glad they caught this person, but we need to be also getting into the parents as well, because the parents need some help. The child's parents need help for allowing this to happen. To ask yourself, where were the parents? Because it appears that they just let the kid just play on Roblox and just go and do whatever. I was looking at the information like, this is just not right. This is the kind of world that we live in right now. So I'm scrolling through here because I'm looking specifically for a particular piece of this article, or not article, but this the terms and conditions about Roblox. And it says, if you are under the legal age of the majority, a minor in your jurisdiction or state of residence, before using the services, your parent or legal guardian must read and consent to Roblox terms, which we know the parents probably didn't even read this at all, because most people don't even read this on technical products anyway. But that does not absolve them the fact that they should be protecting their kid online. But by the Roblox terms, agrees to be responsible for all minor activities on the service, including purchasing of any virtual content. And you can go through this because I'm not going to, take y'all's time of reading every piece of this particular terms and conditions. But terms and conditions are pretty much standard across a couple of the different, parts and the things and stuff. But I want to shift our focus to the safety and civility of Roblox. So anytime I look on a site, I like to look at, especially technical stuff, I like to look at the executive team, like who's responsible for over a department of a specific organization. But their vision, and I want you to keep this in mind, Roblox vision is to connect billions of people through shared experience in the metaverse. This is the first line in the document for safety and civility at Roblox, how we protect our Roblox community. This first line specifically says their vision, meaning the end goal, is to get over 1 billion users, daily active users, through a shared experience in the metaverse. That's a priority, and keep that in mind because we're going to need to stick with that. Okay, we're going to need to stick with that. But safety and civility are the foundation to the vision in creating a platform where everyone feels welcome. Now, kids are not supposed to be on there in the first place underage unless they're over the age of 17 or 18. So we got to take that into consideration. Then you also got to think about the parents of the kid. Are the parents actually looking at what their kids are doing, or are they just throwing them on the platform? Now, they claim to have spent over a decade building a stringent safety system and policies that they're proud of and continuously evolving as our community grows, as expected. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of monitoring content, proactive safety review of uploaded assets. And you keep going down through here and look at the age verification. You have to opt in to age verification for anyone 13 years of age or older with the government issued ID. The service helps enable age appropriate experience and features for verified users and lets them express themselves in a safe and respectable way. So anybody can go to the Roblox site. They can go directly on here. They can sign up by putting the fake birthday in there and sign up for an account. Not that hard. But let's look at the leadership. So now when you look at the executive team, I want to see who is responsible for the safety and civility. You have Matt Kaufman, who is the chief safety officer. I'm looking this up because I want to show you, okay, as big as companies are, they're going to have different divisions, and different divisions are going to be responsible for different things. So he's the chief safety officer. So it says he serves as the chief safety officer at Roblox. He leads our safety and civility efforts, driving product operational and policy innovations that ensure Roblox is a safe platform for everyone and bringing our vision of civil virtual space to life. And we've already talked about the vision was to get over 1 billion users. So that's a little bit about his background. The rest of the people on here, you can go through there and you can look as well for yourself to see that. Now, I want to look at this other article that was talking about Roblox alone by itself. Keep that line that I told you about the vision for over 1 billion users. Keep that in mind because we're going to need to come back to it. So when I was looking up at this article about a Roblox, it was talking about this particular pedophile problem that they had. And there's a reason behind that, because I want to be sure that we are going about this the right way, because we need to actually see this. But there was a Bloomberg article that was out here. It's talked about a Roblox character. You all can go and like totally read this in its entirety. But as I was looking at the article, it was talking about Roblox, the multi-billion-dollar gaming platform geared towards children, originally built for educational opportunities. But this article goes through about the characters, but the most important piece to this that I want to get to is Roblox reached $3.5 billion in terms of their revenue they got from this game. But there's a specific piece that I want us to hone in on. With 78 million daily active users as of the day this article was created, Roblox has become the social media for the youngest generation. Every second, according to Roblox, it processes 50,000 chats, messages a day. But look at this. Roblox has about 3,000 moderators, which is less than what there are for TikTok, which is about 40,000. But unlike the mass market social media apps, which bar key is under 13, Roblox was made for children. So more than 40% of its users are preteens, and with that market comes special hazards. Of course it do. But check this out. Roblox Chief Safety Officer, Matt Kaufman, calls for safety and civility as the foundation to the company. He notes that the platform's moderation systems scan all chat and other digital content, bleeping out inappropriate words, blocking players from sending, images. These systems, which can intervene in under a minute and are even more restrictive for kids under 13, Kaufman says. But he rejects the idea that Roblox has any systematic problems with child endangerment. Their story was total opposite of that, of what we're talking about. But tens of millions of people of all ages have a safe and positive experience on Roblox every single day, according to what he says, but he declined to comment on specific criminal cases. But there's been some people that have came out that have worked at Roblox that have said otherwise, and here's what they said. In interviews with more than 20 current and former employees, including moderators, engineers, and safety managers, all of whom requested to be anonymous because of confidentiality agreements and the fear for losing their job. Business Week repeatedly heard that while child safety might be the company's watchword, policing the platform in its 13 million games is a heavy task. And one moderator says her team receives hundreds of escalated reports involving child safety every day, far too many for her team to clear. Policing is only going to get harder. Even the CEO, David Babazuski's goal of 1 billion daily users, more than 10 times that number today. 8 current and former trust and safety workers say that user growth at Roblox takes priority over child safety. And they describe the calls for more resources going unanswered, resulting in backlog of incidents reports and departure of one manager who left after promises of extra stuff went unfulfilled. But others say that features they recommend to better protect kids, such as pop-up safety notices, were rejected. That safety settings, for example, to ensure kids aren't talking to strangers, were switched off by default, while the company says it's increasingly relying on AI for moderation to those systems are improving all. Some employees say technology isn't yet able to detect subtle signs of grooming. Of course. So you can go ahead and definitely read the article. I'll definitely post it back down in there. But all of that, you all, wrapping all of that down into this case, this woman used these chat features to get to this kid. And I'm glad that she was caught. I'm glad that they're going to throw the book at her. And she definitely needs to be locked up for life for this, because everybody in this world should understand this. But you know, it's definitely like with kids, we have to protect them on these platforms. And the emotional toll on the child, of course, was immense. They were left scared, confused, and all of the above. But they didn't know how to handle this particular situation. So this incident just shows how vulnerable the kids are. So now I want to talk to the parents on how to protect your kids. Tip number 1, monitor every single game activity that your kids are playing on these tablets, these gaming consoles, Nintendo Switches. Monitor the heck out of that and block inappropriate content. Delete their friends off there. They shouldn't even be on there unless you're sitting right there. Don't let these tablets and games babysit your kids. 2, use parental controls. Platforms like Roblox might offer these, but you got to make sure they're activated. You got to also limit their communication with strangers. 3, you got to educate your kids. Have regular conversations with them. Sit down and see what they're doing. Let them know not everyone online is their friend, and encourage them to say no or turn something off when it's going to hurt them. And number 4, create open dialogue with your kid. Don't let your kid go to a closed door in a back room in the house while y'all are watching TV in the front. Sit beside your kid, get it ingrained in their head, and make sure you watch them. Because people like her still exist online. There's still a lot of them out there, predators who prey on little kids. But parents, this online world can be dangerous. It is most dangerous for our kids out here. And it takes for you to be a parent who has kids that play these games to fully understand, but we can definitely fight against this. And please share this video with other parents, you all. Definitely put it in the comments below if I can answer any of the other questions. But I definitely want to move to be able to do something to help protect these kids from these platforms online. I want to see the outcome of this case and what Roblox is going to do publicly. I have not seen this on the national news level yet, but I've only seen it on local news stations. But don't forget to like this video, parents. Like, listen, and subscribe. Div Tech 101, aka Black Mantle. Look forward to bringing more technology content to you soon. I definitely want to hear from you all. Thanks for watching.